How are you going? Just a word of warning. When working with molten metals, it is super important to use the proper protective gear and to also make sure you cover up as much skin as possible. Molten metals will easily burn through any exposed skin. My family loves pepper. And no matter what the food, we enjoy its peppery embrace. And soon, my family grew to love our pepper grinder so much, we accepted it as one of our own. But then, after years of making my mum's shitty food edible, tragedy struck.
No!
And I reckon it was time I repaid the favour. Yeah, so I'm going to try and fix this pepper grinder lid, and I think I'm going to do it using the lost foam method, and I'm using this floral foam. I have no idea whether this will work, as I haven't heard of anyone using this stuff, so I'm just going to test it here to see if it burns. And no, it doesn't. See, this is styrofoam and what I want it to do, but it's not. Yeah, I'm just going to try it anyway. So I've heard that lost foam casting is a pretty easy way to cast aluminium, but then again I have no idea what I'm doing. So now I'm just cutting out the shape of the lid that I want to mould. And here we are, beautiful. But I'm not really feeling confident about the foam, so I'm going to make one out of wax as well. Yeah, not this wax. I did not know beeswax looked like that. I reckon candle wax will work nicely.
Birthday to you.
Oh, I need these.
What?
Now that I have my candles, I'm going to crush them up. It took me 3 birthdays to get this many. Now, I'm just going to melt it down into an 8mm slab, which I can cut into the shape of the pepper grinder. And here it is. Delicious. For some reason, I just really want to take a bite out of it. But I'm going to resist, and I'm going to cut it into the shape that I want. In looking over this video, I really should have removed all the rough bits now, so I didn't have to do it later when they were immortalized in metal. Now the next step is to mix up our plaster. The first thing I usually do is I get a little bit of it on my hand, and then I slap it on my ass to make it look like somebody else has done it. You're also going to need some sand and some water. The water usually works better if it is in a container, but you can do whatever you want. So then, mix it all together. I'm doing 1 part plaster, 1 part sand, to 1 part water. So, mix it all up and make it really smooth. I then pour the plaster mixture over the top of my wax and foam molds. Then, before it dries, I read somewhere that you're meant to agitate it to get the air bubbles out or something. Yeah, I reckon this will do.
Huh? 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 You like this? Huh? 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 You like it? Huh? Huh? You like this? Huh? Hey, come on. Hey, huh?
I let the plaster dry for 48 hours and then drilled some holes to allow all the gas to escape when the metal goes in. Now I had the right idea by drilling these holes, but I now realise that they should have been further away from the inlet to properly allow all the gas to escape. Then I bunged it in the oven to burn out the wax and foam. Now this is when the fun starts. Smelting time. Once the aluminium melts down, add salt according to your taste. I didn't add that much salt to mine because I'm making a pepper grinder. Now it's time to pour it. And I am using a hole digger to grip the crucibles because I really didn't want to do it with my hands. I was about to pour it into the mould, but then I just realised that I reckon the aluminium looks a lot better if it's all over the floor. Yep, that looks amazing. Definitely what I wanted to do. Once I cleaned that up, it was time for round 2. And my pouring is absolutely horrible. I really should have made crucible tongs before trying this project. Or maybe I just added too much salt. After seeing the other cans move around, I decided to glue the last one down to get a better pour. And I also put some better shoes on. Now wait for it to not be on fire before you try to take the mould out. And now time for the moment of truth. And this one is shit. And the second one is fucked. Lucky last. Look at that, 2 shots. I should be playing golf. And this one actually looks alright. I reckon this might clean up nicely. So now comes the funnest part. Hours of sanding. Now you are lucky I sped this up for you. I was sawing from almost an hour and went through 2 hacksaw blades. And I reckon next time I'm going to ask you to come over and start pulling your weight, you fucking lazy bastards. Look at you just sitting around there on the computer just watching me do all the work. So now, a little bit of grinding. I previously had an accident on this grinder, and you might notice my scar and my trepidation. And a little bit of filing. And now a little bit of sanding. A little bit of drilling. Yeah, a little bit of spraying. And this might be the most important part, as the black paint hides all the flaws in the metal. And there you have it. Look at this, a beautiful pepper grinder, ready to pepper to your heart's desire. Pepper water. Yeah, I probably bit off a little more than I could chew with that project, and I definitely need to buy or make myself some new tools. But regardless, if you liked that video, or you want to see me pour molten aluminium on myself, make sure you subscribe to see what else I get up to.